Satyam Vada Dharmachara, Satyamev Jayate. Good evening, friends. Shubh Sandhya. I am Vipul Kumar. Welcome all of you. News desk on income tax, GST, and corporate laws. Under Income Tax Act, Karnataka High Courts, ATM is computer eligible for higher rate of the depreciation. In this case, there are three decisions. First, where SSE engaged in the business of manufacturing ATMs and distribution of the NCR books product, took a premises on lease for a period of 3 years and incurred expenditure on improvement of said premises, such as improvement of interiors and electrical works, ceiling work for networking of computer in connection with setup of office. Expenditure so incurred was to be allowed as revenue expenditure. Second, ATM can be regarded as a computer and thus it is eligible for higher rate of depreciation. And third, where SSE changed revenue recognition method during relevant assessment year in view of fact that department authorities failed to prove that change method was not correct and it is distorted profits of the relevant year, impugned order passed by the assessing officer rejecting new method of accounting was not sustainable. Let's cover news on the GST. Assessee can take further legal recourse after authorities' decision on bona fide error made in claiming ITC in Trans 1. In this case, where petition claimed that due to bona fide and inadvertent error in making entry by its accountant, eligible credit of 16.61 lakhs could not be claimed and same was communicated to the competent authority who did not yet responded. Only after decision was rendered by authorities, it would be open for petitioner to make a further recourse in accordance with law. Advanced Authority Rajasthan, henna powder used as hair dye attract 18% GST. Mehendi or henna powder is covered under chapter 33 and it will attract GST at rate of the 18%. In another case, Telangana High Court, non-speaking order passed imposing tax and penalty without considering assessee contention to be set aside. An order passed demanding tax and penalty without dealing with assessee contention that so much such a liability arose in terms of section 7 because goods had been sent for demonstration purpose only was to be set aside and matter was to be remanded back for disposal afresh. Let's cover news on corporate laws. Government notified new criteria for classification of the MSMEs. Government has notified new criteria for classification of MSMEs. The notification will be effective from July 1st, 2020. As per the new criteria, a micro enterprises where investment in plant and machinery or equipment doesn't exceed 1 crore and turnover doesn't exceed 5 crores. A small enterprise is where investment in plant and machinery doesn't exceed 10 crore and turnover doesn't exceed 50 crore. And medium enterprise where investment doesn't exceed 50 crore and turnover doesn't exceed 250 crore. On 23rd June 2020, Ministry of Finance issued a press release, government scheme for MSME and NBFC creating significant impact, sanction under emergency credit line guarantee scheme cross rupees 79,000 crore. The intervention by government for MSME has been gaining rapid traction under the emergency credit line backed by government guarantee. Bank from the public and private sector has so far already sanctioned loans worth over rupees 79,000 crores as of the June 20, 2020, of which more than 35,000 crore has already been dispersed. The top lender under the scheme are SBI, SDFC Bank, Bank of Baroda, PNB, and Canara Bank. This helped 19 lakhs MSME and other business restart their business post the lockdown. As part of the Atmanirbhar package, government has announced its plan of 3 lakhs crore as additional credit to MSME and small businesses. Such enterprises were to be eligible to receive up to 20% of their existing borrowing as additional loans at interest rates which were capped. Separately, under RBI, a special liquidity facility announced in March-April 2020, SIDBI has sanctioned over 10,220 crore to NBFC, microfinance institution and banks for lending to MSME and small borrowers. National Housing Bank has sanctioned its entire facility of rupees 10,000 crores to housing finance company. This refinance by SIDBI and NHB is in addition to ongoing scheme through which over 30,000 crores has been sanctioned. NBFC and MFI are being further helped under the extended partial guarantee scheme, where approvals have crossed 5,500 crore. Transaction for another rupees 5,000 crore are under process of approval, while certain other deals are currently under negotiation. SEBI extend timeline for submission of financial results by listed entity under LODR to July 31st, 2020. The SEBI has extended till 31st July the deadline for listed companies to file financial result for quarter ended March and fiscal 2020 due to COVID-19 pandemic. Earlier, the deadline has been extended till 30th June. Pricing in preferential issue of the shares of the companies having a stressed assets. In a move to help fundraising by companies having a stressed asset, the SEBI wide notification dated 22nd June 2020 enacted the SEBI issue of the Capital and Disclosure Requirement Second Amendment Regulation 2020. The newly added Section 164A relaxes the pricing methodology for the preferential issue of shares by listed company having a stressed asset. In another notification, MCA provides the start time to existing independent director for clearing online examination. The MCA has notified the company's appointment and qualification of directors, Third Amendment Rules 2020, whereby amendment has made in Rule 6. Now existing independent director would have a start time for clearing online examination. This notification came 23rd June 2020. In another notification dated 23rd June 2020, MCA further extend relaxation for all board meetings through video conferencing. The Ministry of Corporate Affairs has notified the extension of the relaxation for all the board meetings to approve its financial statements through video conferencing or other audio visual means to be conducted till September 30, 2020. SEBI extends temporary relaxation in processing of the document pertaining to FPIs due to COVID-19. In view of the prevailing situation due to COVID-19 pandemic and representation received from various stakeholders, the SEBI has decided that temporary relaxation shall be extended to August 31st, 2020, and all other terms and conditions as specified in the earlier issued circular shall remain unchanged. Thank you so much for watching this news. Desk on the income tax, GST and corporate law. Please keep watching this news and share among the professional colleagues. Thank you.